Oops, there we go. I'd like to call to order the July 9th, 2024 City Council meeting of the City of North Liberty. Can we have a roll call, please?
Leibold,
Here.
Park,
Here.
Siddick,
Here.
Smith,
Here.
Wason.
And here. And moving down, the next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Can I have a motion for that?
I'll move.
Second. We're on the same page.
Second.
That'll be good. That's a good thing.
Take your pick.
Any questions? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, moving on. Moving down to item 4, the consent agenda. Anybody have anything they want to talk about quick? Otherwise, entertain a motion for that.
So moved.
It's been moved.
Second.
We have a second. Any other questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item is passed. Moving down to item 5, which is public comment for the public to talk about anything that's not already had a public hearing attached to it, which I think only is item 10. Anyone wish to speak? Yep.
Can't hear you at all out here.
Sorry about that. We actually are hearing ourselves pretty good from back here. Guess we'll check into that.
I haven't heard a word you said so far. The I heard, because that's everybody announced it. My name's Randy Belknap. I've been here last couple meetings. And first thing, I just want to say thank you to Paul and Chris for actually coming out and visiting with us and seeing what was involved. And I think it played a big, important role with stopping the eminent domain, at least for now. But I think they really got to see a whole new version versus the paper version and the alternatives. Seeing them in person made a big difference to them. So I want to thank those two for coming out. I'll invite any of the rest of you. You still want to come out and visit with us for any reason. So, and I really would tell you to take a hard look at one of the alternatives coming off of Radcliffe. Is it Avenue or Drive? One of the two. And going straight down to where the school's going to be. The city taxpayers would save a lot of money because you're only doing half of the construction costs. You're getting there, but you're not making the turn back to the south, which is half of the distance. The grading, any of that type of thing would be minimal compared to anywhere else that you're going to go. And you're going to eliminate the hill, either direction. Any dangers in coming down it too fast or obstacles along its way. It's centrally located to Penn Heights and Arlington Ridge. There's a bike trail back along the fence that comes right to Radcliffe. So, and then anybody that would say, well, we like to take a bike ride out in the country. We all know that's not going to be country in a couple of years. So, but anyways, just wanted to say thanks to those two for sure, and invite anybody else out and take a look at the alternative. And you can come out and take a look at it from out there too.
Thank you. Moving on to item 6, the engineer report.
Thank you. Construction update on a couple of projects. Out of Fox Run Pond, the trail, that's underway there. Most of the underground work is done on the drainage pipes and culverts extensions, and we've added some new rock outlets where the pipe and the drainage outlets to the pond, so that's looks nice. The work is focused now on grading the new trail loop, which has been slowed up a little bit with the wet weather, but the first focus is going to be around that playground area. Get that graded, compacted, get that rock going so the guys' crew can get the playground there first in August. So going well there. Next up would be West Penn Street construction. Not a lot has changed. We still have a few items left, which is basically the finish grading and the seating and the pavement markings and signs and all that stuff to get the road open. Again, that's been held up with the wet weather. But the signs and markings are planned for next week, and opening that road is hopefully at the beginning of August, so in a couple weeks here. And then finally, Forever Green Road signalization is a project that we bid this winter. It's getting started next week. Again, this will be adding new traffic signals and turn lanes at Jones in Kansas. The work's going to start mostly at Jones because that's where a lot of the existing utilities are, and they have to do a lot of work to locate those and dig and find them. So that starts next week, and there'll be no impacts to traffic yet. All the work will be off the road, so it's good to get that started. And that's all I've got. Any questions?
Sound is perfect.
His sound or our sound?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to city administrator report.
Okay, thank you. Just a couple points for me this evening. First, you should have all received a scoring sheet and applications for social service applications. I know I wasn't clear in that original email, so just to be clear again, we're hoping to have those back July 31st, then we'll compile that data that will be included then in the packet for August 13th, and that would be the date that then this group will decide and allocate funding for the social services who've applied for grant funds. Then we circle back on the 27th with actual agreements that you would consider for the awards that you're making to those organizations. And then the only other thing I'd mention, and I know a lot of you were there today, but we really had a nice groundbreaking ceremony this morning for Centennial Center. We had some great turnout, mostly great speakers with the exception of me, I would say probably, but otherwise it was really a fine event. I think you saw the excitement from people in the community about this project. So we look forward to Blues and Barbecue this weekend and then breaking real ground Tuesday for this project.
Any questions for Ryan? All right, I have nothing added on for the mayor report. Moving to council reports. I just would note that I was there at Centennial this morning. It was quite well attended. There was a lot of folks, as Ryan said, in the back, just from different places. And the old mayor Terry was there, and his wife, and one of our state representatives was back in the back there, and some folks from the county. So appreciate everybody coming out.
Yeah, it was a good event, and I thought you were great, Ryan.
Thank you.
So I attended that. I also attended the Palestra ribbon cutting this afternoon. Honestly, as quickly as it went up, I expected it to be in shambles, but it's a really nice building. And I also attended the fireworks on Wednesday night last week. It was so many people. So many people. It was great to see that many people in the park.
I would touch on what they already said. Centennial Park was amazing. That was really happy for everyone and all the work that went into that. And it's great. I can't wait for that to get going. And I was also at the Palestra. I didn't realize that there were lighting on the outside of that building is beautiful, by the way. That could have been not such a beautiful building, and it is, and it's amazing. But the lighting on the outside changes colors and lights up, and I wasn't aware of that. So that was amazing. And Eric and I were lucky enough to get a little sneak peek of the Pizza Ranch and the Bulldogs, and wow is all I'd have to say about that. It is bigger than it looks from the outside, and it's going to be great. That whole area is really, really amazing. So excited for all the things, and also the fireworks were great. I had a real nice view of that from my house, and I hope we keep that going. It was awesome. So that's all I have.
It will be the now fourth leg that has attended the groundbreaking ceremony, but I will take this opportunity to say congratulations and thank those once again. There was the messaging throughout the day, throughout this morning's event was about where we're going, and it was just reinforced with the number of people that attended and the excitement that was in the air. So just a quick congratulations and thank you to those folks that made today's event the start of what will be a really tremendous addition to the city of North Liberty. I attended the fireworks as part of the city slate as well, but I watched that from my neighborhood and not Paul's. So another great event, but one that in reverse order that I think was one of the most impactful events that I attended over the 4th of July weekend was the flag retirement ceremony at Club 76. And just taking a minute to pause and recognize the importance of that event and say thank you to those folks that put that event on, I think is important. So I just wanted to express my appreciation there. And then lastly, final comment is just good luck to all the teams competing in the state softball and state baseball tournaments coming up or that are ongoing. We've got a number of representatives, both Clear Creek and Liberty High School, that are involved with those. So good luck to those kids and those coaches and those families. It's an important time of year. Thank you.
Nope. Thank you all. Moving to item 10, alcohol and public places ordinances. That we're first going to have a public hearing regarding the proposed alcohol and public places ordinance. So I'll now open the public hearing. You want to speak to the public hearing? Any written comments from anyone?
Nope.
All right. We will now close the public hearing and move to first consideration of ordinance number 2024-06 and ordinance amending chapters 45 and 47 of the North Liberty Code of Ordinances regarding the consumption and sale of alcohol in authorized public places. You have a motion for that?
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Did anyone wish to, from staff, want to talk about
Sure,
it?
I'll give you the Reader's Digest version here. This is the second revision we've made to this ordinance in a couple of years. One was several years ago in anticipation of being able to sell alcohol as part of a city event, and this is a further refinement of that change geared towards focusing on what our community relations department envisions will be the way that alcohol is served and sold or allowed to be possessed and consumed at Centennial Park and as part of a broader rental and facility rental policy. So as we get to our third reading, you're going to have folks from the community relations department that'll have a proposed policy for you. This ordinance here, they're a little busy this week because of something coming up this weekend, I guess. But as we get closer to that, they'll have a policy for you guys to review that is intended to maximize the amount of good access that we have for the Centennial Park and allowing folks to of different size events to have a BYOB at a family barbecue if you're renting part of it out, or versus a wedding reception might be treated differently than so this ordinance will amendment will allow those policy changes to take place without just straight up legalizing consuming alcohol in public, which is still not legal, everybody. So.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Grant? Any other discussion? Could I have a roll call, please?
Sittig,
Aye.
Wason,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Park,
Aye.
Leibold.
Aye.
First consideration passes. Moving to item 11, the sanctuary at North Bend preliminary plat. Staff and Planning Commission recommendation.
Got it. Thank you. Assume you're all familiar with the site. It's a Primestone residential. The request is to approve a preliminary subdivision plat. It's a 30-lot subdivision on approximately 43.7 acres, generally located north of West Forevergreen Road and approximately 150 feet west of Covered Bridge Boulevard. We've had this before us for zoning adjustments. This did go to the Zoning Commission last week. They did approve it, and that's included in the packet with their recommendation, their findings, with their recommendation for approval. We do find that the plat is consistent with the previous zoning, includes the right types of mix. It's addressed the street layout, the utilities, the grading and the drainage, all the things that we look at for the plat. So along with the Zoning Commission, we, as staff, recommend approval of the preliminary plat as well.
Okay, thank you. I don't see any applicants. For B, moving to item C, Resolution 2024-75, a resolution approving the preliminary plat for the sanctuary at North Bend, North Liberty, Iowa. A motion for that?
So moved.
Moved in a second.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any questions? All right, roll call, please.
Smith,
Aye.
Sittig,
Aye.
Wason,
Aye.
Park,
Aye.
Leibold.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Moving to item 12, which is the wayfinding proposal. And we have Resolution 2024-76, resolution approving the proposal for signage wayfinding assessment and needs analysis between Guide Studio and the city of North Liberty. A motion for this?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Anything you want to?
Well, I would just note that we're pretty jazzed about this project. It ties nicely in with our branding, visioning goals, and also with our comprehensive plan. As I noted earlier, we'll have various staff members involved in this particular exercise, and look forward to the work that Guide can offer us.
They had a pretty good packet, I thought.
Yeah, their proposal was impressive. In fact, we received two proposals, and unfortunately, the second one was just a one page full of text, so it wasn't as nearly as competitive.
All right, any questions?
I would just reiterate comments made in an email that I too am excited about this. I think this is going to bring newness. It's going to bring a refresh to a lot of the areas in town. It's going to be very helpful for people to be able to find the areas that we're all proud of here in North Liberty. But I also want to caution because with something like this that's that we're excited about, and there are potential pitfalls also. So just caution, multiple views. I wouldn't mind having council, have eyes on some, maybe not the whole thing, but options, and just provide that feedback as you go along, because if it's done right, it's going to be amazing. So.
I guess I would just add the whole presentation that they gave us. I was kind of curious what it would maybe look like, and there wasn't one of those examples that they've already done that I didn't think looked good. And so I'm really excited about it. Curious to see kind of how it all plays out. I would agree with Brent. I'd love to, kind of see maybe what we're considering, but yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Anyone else? Roll call, please.
Wason,
Aye.
Park,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Sittig,
Aye.
Leibold.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Moving to item 13, the Shive Hatchery Project Agreements. It's Resolution 2024-77, resolution approving the services agreement between the City of North Liberty and Shive Hatchery, Inc. for the Freedom Park Trail Improvements Project. Give a motion for consideration.
So moved.
It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Any questions? This looks like a good little spot for a little trail extension.
Yeah, this has been a project that's been on the CIP for quite a while, and over the years has just been kicked back every year. And now with the utility franchise fees coming in, we can start to pick off some of these projects. So should be a good one.
Thank you. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Sittig,
Aye.
Leibold,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Wason,
Aye.
Park.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Moving to 13B, which is Resolution 2024-78, resolution approving the services agreement between the City of North Liberty and Shive Hatchery, Inc. for the Community Center Parking Lot Improvements Phase 1 project. Give a motion for consideration.
I'll move that.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any questions? Just tuning up the parking lot.
Yeah, this project is not as fun as a trail or a new playground or something, but it's a necessity. The parking lot is in need of some attention, and I know Guy will be really happy to get this one moved forward.
And they're going to widen the back.
The access drive,
Yeah,
yes.
to the back. So not that building's back there. All right, roll call, please.
Smith,
Aye.
Park,
Aye.
Wason,
Aye.
Leibold,
Aye.
Sittig.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Moving to item 14, Sugar Creek Lane Project. It's Resolution 2024-79, a resolution approving the temporary construction easement agreement between Barbara A. Halm and the City of North Liberty. A motion for this?
So second.
Moved and seconded. Anyone have any questions? Anything you need? Or?
If no one has any questions.
Just thank you to the property owner for helping out with that. Roll call, please.
Sittig,
Aye.
Park,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Leibold,
Aye.
Wason.
Aye. Resolution passes. Moving to item 15, the Iowa DOT Detour Route Funding Agreement. It's Resolution 2024-80, resolution approving the agreement for DOT-initiated detour of primary highways onto local roads between the City of North Liberty and the Iowa Department of Transportation. A motion for consideration.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Anything you guys need to?
This is just an agreement that will compensate the city for the additional traffic over Forever Green and Branshaw that are resulting from the closure of the southbound and northbound exit ramps off of exit 4 while they reconstruct and relocate the overpass there. It's done based off of a formula that the DOT uses for road use tax. It'll be not an extravagant amount of money, but useful in helping offset any additional repairs from the wear and tear on our roads.
Do we have any idea how long this will take?
They had about a year and a half potential in their contract.
April 1 to November 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
But ramps won't all be closed throughout that whole time.
Yeah.
And they won't be closed at the same time. So usually it'll just be one leg at a time.
Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't mean to say a year and a half the ramps are closed, but
Yep.
yeah.
Good stuff. So, all righty. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Wason,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Park,
Aye.
Sittig,
Aye.
Leibold.
Aye.
And the resolution passes. Moving to item 16, which is old business. The only thing I would like to bring up still is, remember, at the Ranshaw, we're still having concerts on Friday night. And get to that if you can. And we already talked about the fireworks. Any other old business?
Just another reminder that Blues and Barbecue is Saturday.
Yep. moving on to new business. I put Blues and Barbecue under new business.
Oh, okay.
So Blues and Barbecue is this weekend. So any other new business? Moving down to item 18, adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We're adjourned.